Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Kelly Dack for Real Time with IPC. With me today is Michael Ford. Greetings,
Hi.
Michael,
Hi,
and
nice
welcome.
to see you.
He is Senior Director of Emerging Industry Strategy for Aegis Software. Michael, tell us about Aegis and overview and where you're going with Industry 4.0, CFX, and all things wonderful.
Aegis Software, we're a software provider. We've been providing what people would call MES solutions for the industry for many, many years. But we've...
For our folks out there, what is the acronym, MES?
Yeah, MES is Manufacturing Execution Software.
Okay, very good.
This was basically created in order to help factories operate, because the ERP systems, the Enterprise Resource Planning, they kind of started to lose track when you got into electronics, because electronics, machines and processes are very complicated, many dependencies on different things, which was beyond the scope of ERP to manage. So MES came in as a kind of management layer to do all of that.
So how is it relating, MES, the system, MES helping with electronics and manufacturing and mechanicals, and how is it all meshing together in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, our mission has always been to utilize the data that we extract from the various processes on the shop floor and bring a level of visibility. And that visibility brings opportunity. So you know when to deliver materials, you know about how to manage quality and any issues that may happen there, to execute the product in the right sequence, with the right programs at the right time, making sure we deliver on time to the customer. So all of this, you know, it's possible to do it manually, but by collecting the data from machines, we can provide extra information.
Sure.
Now, the challenge has been, throughout the 20 odd years in the industry that this has been going on, is that the data isn't consistent from the different machine vendors. So for solution providers like ourselves, this has been quite a limiting factor on how effective software could ultimately be.
Is that due to data formats or data, how is it inconsistent?
Yeah, it's the machine vendors themselves. I mean, if you look at one particular type, you would see that one vendor is giving you A, B, and C.
Okay.
But the next vendor is giving you A, B, and D. But then, us as a software provider, our customers want consistency of information, so we take A and B. And the customer says, well, actually that's not enough. I want more. And you know, it's very frustrating because we know the information is there in some cases, but not in all.
I see.
So the kind of idea to create the Connected Factory Exchange has completely resolved that problem.
Okay.
CFX is a new standard from IPC that connects all machines together on the shop floor. So not only does it move the data from one place to another, which most standards will do in one way or another, the content is also defined. It's like a telephone call. If I call a guy in China, my phone is standard, the signal is standard, but he's speaking Chinese, I'm speaking English. It's no point in having any conversation whatsoever. CFX defines the actual language for each and every piece of information that's transferred. So from each vendor now, we get A, B, C, and D in every single case. So this means that the machine vendors are happy because they've got a good specification to work with. We are happy because we have the opportunity to use all of that data in a way that brings more value for our customers.
All right. So that's, in effect, that's some of the benefits of a standard language, a standard system like this. Challenges you've mentioned. Are there any other challenges?
Yes. Today, you know, I mean, the way I put it is that we used to have an electronics industry.
Right.
It used to exist in isolation. It was a specialist area. It's gone. Where electronics is now is a part of every industry. You know, we had our central heating controller on the wall. It's a little dial with a spring. It's a mechanical device.
I remember that.
We don't have that now. We have an electronic device on our wall. So almost every product that we see now has a component of electronics and a component of mechanical assembly. And so if you're thinking about planning to make that product, finding the materials, assigning it to production lines, meeting customer delivery deadlines, getting the traceability data, managing the quality. It's no longer separated, here is the electronics part, here is the mechanical part. I want to do the whole lot within one solution. And so that's where Aegis is specializing, that we do electronics extremely well, and CFX is a big help to do that. But we want to expand, well, the use of CFX out into mechatronics. A lot of our customers today, they don't even have any electronics components.
Sure.
So we are ready to handle both ends of the extreme, electronics only, mechanical only, and of course the whole gamut in between.
Amazing. So this is, it doesn't take anybody but a trip down Home Depot or Lowe's, the hardware aisle to see these devices, the doorbells and things you're talking about. We're seeing it, and it's so new, and it's being accepted. But is it being accepted around the world? What percentage of the world is ready for? I think we're ready for the products, but what percentage of the manufacturing industrial world is ready to adopt this whole paradigm of CFX?
As our primary mission, coming of course from IPC, we wanted this to be applicable for everyone, so 100%, every country, every kind of manufacturing. Take, for example, the mom and pop shop. They have like a couple of machines. They're running a very lean business. They can't invest in the latest software tools all the time. They're not sophisticated like that. And yet, they want to be performing as well as possible.
Sure.
And so CFX is absolutely free of charge. It comes with the machines.
Right.
So they can take the data, maybe they can get a local student who's just done a course in software programming. I've seen cases where they've taken a couple of days to get the information, format a little dashboard, and present information that is valuable to their business.
Right.
So that was almost for free. You give the kid pocket money, you buy a laptop, it's basically free. Yeah?
Amazing.
So we are helping the bedrock of manufacturing at that level. Now, the opposite extreme would be the companies like Foxconn, who are huge companies. Their number one problem is also that they cannot get the data from the machine because they have hundreds or thousands of different machine types and versions and different vendors. And their biggest frustration is the amount of effort it takes just to have a simple visibility on what's going on.
Right.
Again, CFX is plugging straight into these machines, delivering native information from the machines. No intermediate software is necessary, no middleware, no special tools, no arguments. Simply the data is there, they put it into their IT systems. It's a great solution for them, such that they've never had before. But what about all of the guys in between? Because these guys, they are very competitive in these middle tiers, and they want to get toward Industry 4.0. So they want to make their factories to be very agile, to be able to change as customer requests change, to be able to meet the demand without building up stock, which is a loss for them. So to have that level of agility, they need to make decisions extremely quickly. Now, making those decisions involves the use of the data. And within our software, Factory Logics, we have a unique platform. We call it a digital MES layer, which is a whole new type of MES that is specifically designed for this kind of IoT environment. So that we are bringing the information in a way that creates opportunity for those who are making critical decisions.
Very good. So, Factory Logic is facilitating. How is it facilitating? Keep going on this.
So with the platform, we're defining, for example, we have a digital products model which comes to us through IPC 2581, IPC standard, and that tells us what the product's about, how it's going to be made. Our platform will then say, okay, when the customer's decided when they want the quantity they want, our software will very flexibly say, okay, this product on this configuration will deliver that in time. And off it goes.
Right on.
So we don't plan like 3 months, 6 months in advance as we used to do last century. We are planning today, tomorrow, next week, keeping the factory extremely efficient and yet delivering right on time for the customer.
Right.
So the people the people who are using the software. Now, these are people who've got a lot of experience. You know, they're production managers. They've been making decisions for many, many years. They know how to run a factory. But even if they're the best in the world, they can only make a decision based on information that they've received.
That's right. So data is king. You can't compress your schedules. You can't be more efficient without the data. Data collection is huge. It's great to hear where everything is going. With me has been Michael Ford, Senior Director of Emerging Industry Strategy for Aegis Software. Thank you very much again for being here. My name's Kelly Dack. Thanks for being with us.